Welcome back to This Day. I've now got my memory back. Joining us is Grace Carpenter, and she's going to be talking about the Fit Brain Club and memory and all kinds of things you can do to keep your cognitive going strong. And obviously, I need that today.
We all need it. We need it.
My excuse is I'm sleep deprived. I'm getting used to the early morning schedule.
I totally understand that one. Yeah, me too.
So and coming off of the 4th of July holiday too. That's a lot to do with it. Now, did you go to the golf cart parade?
No, I didn't. I was involved in another party that we were having in the neighborhood. Yes. And I didn't get to the golf cart, but everybody told me. They told me that the 19th restaurant prepared a special hamburger, mix of beef and pork, and it was like so delicious, and it was only $10, and they all had a wonderful time.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
How nice. Now, was there a place to see fireworks from around here?
Well, we used to see them over right there at the 19th. We'd stand there, but I don't know. So I went to the Irvine 5 Amphitheater. It was a big concert
5
venue.
Amphitheater, yes.
Yes. And it was a wonderful concert with a Philharmonic and loads of fireworks.
Wow.
There were loads of fireworks.
Oh, I bet that was just spectacular.
It was a spectacle.
What a nice night. So tell us, I know you want to tell us about your next meeting coming up on Monday, July 10th.
Right. We meet the second Monday of every month. So we have a consistent pattern. What has changed is our location. We've moved to the PAC. So we are at the Performing Arts Center. We even have the address because some people were asking for the address. So the Performing Arts Center is Clubhouse 3, Avenida Sevilla, and we are in Dining Room 2. That is a change also. Last month they had us in Dining Room 1. They promised me from now on, for the rest of the time, this is our location. So everybody can get secure again because we were always back in the art room and another clubhouse. And
yes,
so,
it's hard when you're like, are we at the same place?
Yes.
Did it change? And then sometimes you go, gee, I wish I could just contact so-and-so, but
So
what if
many
you don't know
people-
so-and-so who's going?
I know, and they were at the art room looking for us, and I felt, so now we're settled.
Okay.
And it's a wonderful feeling. I'm sure that you can relate to that as you transition here. Yes. So our speaker, Patty Barnett Mooten, I heard her speak for the first time last week. She and the CEO, Jim, here I go with the name, McClure, from Alzheimer's Orange County, gave a talk at the HAC, Healthy Aging Center. So I have the two acronyms. Our meetings are at the PAC, and the Healthy Aging Center is the HAC.
It's at the PAC for the TAC.
Right. So the Healthy Aging Center is where some people with some advanced dementia go for special day care, and we provide music for them, which is what we will be talking about and why I met Patty, and her talk is so significant. She will be talking about end-of-life care, and my background is retired nursing and educator, and many years with elderly geriatric, and my own husband dying of Lewy body Alzheimer's. Music is what they want. So Dan, my partner in crime here from Alzheimer's, was going to talk about the last 5 wishes. And people want to hear music. They want to hear what their loved ones thought of them and that they are loved. So in the end, the wishes are for their comfort and that just to know about being loved and that they can say that if they have the opportunity. So we have the form, which is called the Pulsed form. And like as a neighborhood captain, when people move in, I pass this around. Patty will explain this in great detail. It dovetails with everybody has a DNR now, the do not resuscitate. But this gives wishes specifically for the medical service team who comes in when you dial 911. So if we, as neighbors, go around with our little kit to welcome the new neighbors, we get them to put this on their back door or their refrigerator. Because when you call 911, if you don't have, these are the physician's orders, POLST, physician's order for life-sustaining treatment. They need to know if you want oxygen or any kind, because they'll start it in the ambulance when you call 911, or they won't. And this goes right along with your DNR. So it's very important that those two documents are in sync. Patty will talk all about that. And at our meeting, our friends from Adapt to It, her name is Leslie, she's the owner and manager. She provides, through Alzheimer's, Starbucks coffee and some treats. So the meeting is free. The refreshments and the camaraderie is wonderful, and it is what we need.
And it sounds like a good place to plan to start if you haven't done these things, and
Exactly.
and to be very helpful. I know, my dad actually passed from Alzheimer's a year ago, and
wow.
it was really, my mom was his caretaker and was very difficult. And one time when they had alarm on the house, and in the very first time he had turned it off, set it off in the middle of the night, and she's like, did not remember that she was supposed to call and say, no, it's a false alarm, we got him, everything's fine. And next thing you know, they go back to sleep, they're all settled down, and knock, knock, knock on the door. Here comes the sheriff's department, because there's been this 911 call. So that's a really important thing. Like, I think I like that idea, and I had told her at the time, well, Mom, you need to put the number by the phone. Now you know, because when you have an emergency or something's happening, I mean, your brain just,
That's right.
it's going so quickly and so fast. You
Yes.
don't even know what to do.
Exactly. And knowing that there are other people that you've met at meetings along the way, having these meetings is so helpful. I had this kind of support from Alzheimer's with my husband, and we actually met at the Healthy Aging Center before. It was back in the day. It was called South County's Adult Daycare Center, and the acronym was SCADS. So we met there, and they had couples groups, and it was so helpful for me to see other couples that were going through this. So we try to provide this at the meeting. And I see Ben Allen, he's our next speaker for next month.
This in August 14th.
Yes. His wife just passed from Alzheimer's, and his story and his work with us, he was the one who worked with us as a couple. Memories in the making, he'll talk about how he involved us couples with art, how I couldn't believe, like, my husband had advanced dementia, and he could draw beautiful pictures.
Wow.
Who would ever know?
Yeah.
It all comes out through music and art. I guess I'm singing. I have a rehearsal now. We do the singing at the Healthy Aging Center on Friday for the clients. And I just read that before children speak, they're singing. And think about that. They're doing all this, la, 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 la.
Yeah, yes.
Na, na, na,
yeah,
na,
ba,
na.
ba, ba, ba. Ma, 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 ma.
Think of it as singing.
Yes, that's a
And-
good point, yes.
And so if we begin that way and end up that way, I believe we really have a peaceful passing transition to our next level.
I love that. That's beautifully, beautifully said. Thank you
you.
for joining us.
Thank you. It's so nice meeting you, Bobby. and
Nice
being
meeting
here.
you too.
Welcome to the village.
Thank you. Well, we have more coming away, some announcements and weather coming up, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.